You listen to the voice note here, it's James, and in this episode, we're looking at Solari being sacked and replaced by the king, the one and only Zidane. So, who else is shocked with who replaced him, but like me, isn't really surprised? I'm shocked as, like Solari, he risks a lot. He risked his legacy, considering the fact his team was built around Cristiano Ronaldo, and with this team, it has no standout players at all. No one really who's in form, and he has until the end of the season. So obviously there will be a rebuilding phase. But these games, if he doesn't perform well, the Madrid fans, they turn fast. 1 minute they're happy, and the next minute they stop believing. But in this team, as I said, for the remaining games, if he can get Gareth Bale playing and Benzema playing together, then hopefully they can finish as high as possible. But does this mean that Real Madrid are looking to rebuild? The fact they have gone for Zidane over Jose Mourinho tells me Hazard is likely to join, especially as they've had a few falling out, Hazard and Mourinho. But also, it tells me that they're looking to attract Mbappe. Mbappe loved Real Madrid. Zidane can show them the trophies, the Champions Leagues that he's won, something that is very unlikely to happen in the PSG. And he can use the recent PSG results to kind of evidence that as well, because it's so unlikely that you'll be winning the Champions League with PSG. In addition to that, you'll never be a Ballon d'Or winner in this current market playing in France. It's a farmers league and it doesn't offer much. And as we said, his desire to play for Madrid and prove himself at the highest level is something that Zidane himself can evidence. Zidane has done this as a player and as a manager. And the move also makes the supporters happy, and is a man trusted by Pires. This is a guy who's come from the back room to the B team. He's proven as a player, he's proven as a coach how good he is, as a scout how good he is as well. So he is a guy that is respected due to how elite he is and what he's won in the game, but also due to the fact of what he's done. La Decima, for example. So he's a respected name. And Zizou, he won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, as well as winning 9 trophies as a whole. And his high standards resulted in the longest winning run in Spanish League football, 16 games, and the longest unbeaten run, which was 40. Zidane got a lot from players shunned by Solari: Isco, Asensio, Marcelo and Bell. Rejuvenating those players is key to bringing some dignity back to Madrid and get them as high as possible in the league, whilst planning for next year. For me, it seems as Zizou took this 10-month break to avoid the negativity surrounding Ronaldo. Because of the performance of Solari, he comes back as the hero with money to spend. And there's no other way of really looking at it. It really looks like that. He knew there was no plan after Ronaldo, and he didn't want what Solari's got and Lopetegui got, which is no backing from the fans, constant questions, and no backing in the transfer market. And now he comes back with backing in the transfer market, and he's the hero in open arms. And that's a great PR play by him as well. If it wasn't planned, I don't know what to think. But on Solari, credit where it's due. He has shown Madrid have a decent youngsters who deserve a chance. And part of me hopes that Zidane continues with some of the youngsters that Solari has promoted to the youth, promoted from the youth team to the main team and embraced. Because Real Madrid need to do more of that. They have very talented players in their youth, and I think a lot of us would like to see Madrid follow a similar model to the Barcelona method, which is if you see talented players in your youth team, you promote them. But if there is a star player around, you still purchase them. So, yes, I'm very excited with the Zidane era. I don't think he can win the league, which I'm seeing all over Twitter, people saying that it's likely that he'll win the league. I don't see that. I think they'll finish third where they are now. I think they'll rebuild for next season. I think we will see players like Milinkovic-Savic, Akade, and Hazard. I personally don't see him. I think Mbappe wants to join, but I don't think PSG will let him. But I think Madrid, it would be good for Madrid to get him. It allows them to put their power back on the map, to say we are Madrid and we will throw this money and we will get you. Because right now as well, my concern is that Madrid are so far behind in terms of their squad compared to other teams that it's going to take a lot for them to actually get back onto the top. For example, I've said many times before, I think Sergio Ramos is a decent defender, but he's not one of the best in the world. And his replacement, Nacho, is not good enough. So who'd you go for? Personally, I'd go for Toby Alderweireld. As I said, I would sign Hazard. And I think that's very likely to occur. I would sell Bell. I just don't think he's... I want him to succeed at Madrid, but I think it's the injuries that are just causing too much frustration. And I would look to swap him for Hazard with a bit of money. Milinkovic-Savic is just such a great prospect, and his passing, his vision, etc., is needed at Madrid. He's another option to Kroos and Modric in midfield, which again they lack. And if they've got those players, I still think, including Akade as well, because for me, I would still... They need another option on the bench. I don't think the striker they brought in from Lyon is good enough for Madrid, and I feel like Benzema is okay, but he's not the greatest. And with the frustration that Icardi is having at Inter Milan, this is a prime opportunity to get him. So if they got all those players, I think taking away a Mbappe, just Icardi, Hazard, and Milinkovic-Savic, and the defender, I think they would be very competitive. But the way that City and Barcelona have moved on and developed, it's going to take a lot for them to replicate what Zidane did in his first few seasons. But I respect Zidane a lot. He's like literally my favourite player of all time. So I wish him the best. Tell me what you think, guys. And once again, thank you for all the support that you're giving me on these videos and on some of the messages that I'm receiving. I get a lot of messages from Bayern fans, so asking me to do a video on them. So I'll do one soon, I promise. But as a fellow Madrid fan, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you.